Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is graciously sponsored by The Good and the Beautiful. You guys know I've had a long working relationship with them, and I continue to be inspired and encouraged by them and Jenny specifically, and all she does for the homeschooling community. So I am so thankful for my partnership and my friendship with them and everyone there. If you guys are new to my channel, I was I can't even describe how thankful I was and honored is the better word, to be a speaker at their convention over the summertime. I met a lot of you guys there, and it was probably a highlight of the last 10 years of my life. Like, it was pretty amazing. So when I talk about The Good and the Beautiful on my channel, it is my heart, my true feelings. Like, it is. People, I think, get like all kinds of weird about when you work with a company, but I work with them because I love them and I love the mission that they're on, and that is going to bring me into today's video. I do have a small giveaway attached to this video for you guys because I am constantly looking for ways to bless you, and I love giving back. So I do have a giveaway that I will talk about at the end of the video, so be sure to watch the video in its entirety to see if that giveaway is something that you would want to enter. So today's video is really just going to be a little chit chat with you guys about a video that The Good and the Beautiful actually put out on their YouTube channel. Now, the video was filmed by Jenny, who is the creator of The Good and the Beautiful, and she is an amazing, inspiring woman full of all types of talent, and she just exudes like joy and love for homeschooling. And when you're around people like that, whether it be in person or through virtual relationships, you're just inspired and encouraged by them. And she continues to be a great source of encouragement for me as a homeschooling mom. And so anyway, she put out a video, which if you guys haven't researched The Good and the Beautiful extensively, then you might not be aware of this, but Jenny never intended to like start a curriculum, right? She just wasn't happy with the options that were there, and so she created something that was working for her family, and then a few of her friends started using it, and this is how The Good and the Beautiful was born. But prior to that, she actually was creating book lists because she shared her story about her daughter. You know, it's a story that she shared quite a few times, so you may have heard it, but the short version is her daughter was kind of changing. She didn't really know why. She started to act out of character, and Jenny discovered that a lot of the books that she was reading, she was like an avid reader, were having these types of negative behaviors in them that she was starting to see in her daughter. And so that caused a huge overhaul in her family and in her life and in the books that she was going to allow into her home. And she saw a big change in her child. She saw her child come back to the child that she knew. And so that has birthed a huge passion in Jenny about making sure that the books that our kids read, whether you homeschool or you do not, are good quality books. And so they put out a video on their channel, which I will have linked down below, and I'll also put it going across the screen. If you guys want to go and watch this video, I think it will inspire and encourage you as a parent to make sure that the books that you're allowing, or you are reading, or your kids are reading, are books that align with what you're trying to teach your kids. Now, I'm not here to tell you this book is bad and this book is good, because I do believe that everyone has to follow their own convictions in their own hearts and decide that for themselves. Just like I don't think there's one modesty standard that applies to everyone, and that if you're not doing that, then you're bad. I think that this is very much the same thing, but I do think that some parents just don't know, and that is what Jenny's trying to do with this movement, with this mission about kids having quality literature at their fingertips. So in the video, she talks about, you know, the moral lessons being taken out of books at a rapid rate. She talks about family being displayed in ways that we don't want our kids to view family. She talks about how sometimes characters in the books in the most popular books portray that their parents are annoying and stupid and even have foul language and different things like that. And I think sometimes it's easy to think, oh, that's not a big deal, or oh, I don't want to take away that book from my child because they really love it and they're reading, so it's better than not reading, but actually it's not. And I stand with Jenny on this. I believe in the power of the influence of books. I believe in the power of the influence of peers. I believe in the power of the influence of the internet. I believe in the power of the influence of movies and television. And I believe in the power and the influence of the enemy that is trying to tear apart families and trying to tear apart innocent kids, and the darkness that we are working against as parents in this day and age. These times, you guys, everyone wants to believe that there is no right or wrong anymore, and that is like a huge moral issue in our country. And I'm trying not to, you know, get too political here, but there still is right and wrong in the world. And I think we have to be courageous, we have to be brave, and we have to be able to stand up and say, this is bad, this is not good for children, and I don't care how popular it is, my kids are not gonna read that. I get asked by a lot of you guys all of the time, like about my oldest daughter who is almost 13. A lot of you guys, and what's amazing to me is I do not share my whole life on the internet. Surprise, surprise. In fact, I share like maybe 5 minutes of my kids' lives in the whole month on the internet. But you guys have been able to pick up on the kind of kid that she is by what I've shared. And I get asked all of the time, like, how have you... She seems so mature and well-adjusted, but she's still so innocent and kind of what you would expect an almost 13-year-old girl to be like long ago, not like all of these 13-year-olds running around now. And I get asked a lot how I did that. Now, this is a part of it, you guys. I have always filtered what she reads, what she watches, what she listens to, and who she's with. And those 4 things I really, really believe have the power to change the direction of your kids' lives if you're not monitoring them and guarding them and protecting them. So I wanted to make this video to make you guys aware of the video that Jenny did on her channel. I want to encourage all of you guys to share that video on your social medias, or share this video on your social medias, because there is great power in this. If your kids are in school, do you know what books they're reading? Do you know what the subject matter is? Are you okay with that? Do you feel like that aligns with your moral and your family and your spiritual values? If it doesn't, stand up against it. Do not just allow it thinking it's okay, it's not that big of a deal, because it is a big deal. In fact, when we started The Good and the Beautiful and we took a look at some of the books that we were reading, we cleared out a lot of books. We did. Some of them very, very, very popular books. Books like, Jenny is gracious and doesn't name them, but I feel okay naming them. Books like Diary of the Wimpy Kid, books like Smile, books like what's the other one? Big Nate, books like Junie B. Jones. Those were pretty much the ones that we had to clear out of our house, and my kids understood why and wanted to. So I want to encourage you guys, I want to encourage you as parents, just like Jenny does in her video, to stand up and be courageous and really understand that those influences are powerful in our kids' lives. And not just books, TV, YouTube channels, music, all of those things are powerful influences in our kids' lives. And if we are allowing them to view and take in things that go against the very thing we're trying to teach them and train them up in, then we're working against ourselves, because the darkness and the pull towards darkness is strong, and we have to be stronger on the other side. So make sure that you know what your kids are reading. And if you feel like you need to, like, I want my kids to read better books, but I don't know where to go, then the Good and the Beautiful library or the Good and the Beautiful book list is a perfect place to start, because I understand we're all busy moms. We might not have the time to, you know, read every single book that our kid reads, but you can just make sure that the books that are in your home are okay by heading over there to their library. Or, you know, you can obviously read the book yourself and make sure that it's okay. I think these are important conversations to have with our kids so that they understand why our family is choosing differently, and it's okay for them to know, and it's also okay for them to not agree immediately, because sometimes it takes a little bit of heart work on their part to come in line with what you're saying. But we have to be aware, we have to be aware, and we have to understand how powerful the outside influences are, and we need to make sure that we are protecting and guarding our children's hearts and minds and giving them things that are going to help them and shape them and mold them into the people that God intended them to be. So I just wanted to share this video with you guys because I watched Jenny's video and I was inspired and encouraged, and I am behind her on this mission. So share this video, share Jenny's video, get it out there. And if you have any stories of how you have seen adverse effects of music or television or peers or whatever, share them down in the comments below so that, you know, there's a conversation happening down there. I would love to chat with you guys about this. And again, I just want to reiterate that I am not telling you which books are bad, which books are good, and neither is Jenny. She's very gracious in her wording, but every family has to decide what aligns with their family values and their spiritual values, and then make decisions based upon that. But we cannot just live blindly anymore, because these types of horrible, awful things that Jenny talks about are in the most popular books being read by kids these days, and it's also in the television shows and in the music. So you have to be careful as a parent. I think we have to work harder than we ever have before as parents, and it is tough, but we can do it. And so anyways, I just wanted to share my heart and my thoughts with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now for the giveaway, I do have a brand new boxed set. This is box C of beginner books from the Good and the Beautiful library. It is brand new. There are 10 books in here, and they are beginner books. So each of these 10 beautifully illustrated books uses phonetically simple words and a short list of challenge words. So I would say kindergarten, first grade, maybe second grade. So if you think that your child would benefit from these books, I would love to have you enter the giveaway. To enter the giveaway, you just have to be subscribed to my channel, like this video, and leave me a comment down below. I will choose a winner at random and ship these directly to you. So thank you guys so much for spending some of your time to listen to this video today. I hope it has motivated you as a parent to just make sure that what's going into your sweet babies' precious minds and hearts is something that you would want. So I will see you guys in my next video really soon. Bye guys.